great day to everyone. Welcome to Ask Coach Versandra. I'm Andrews Harris, and here I have Coach Versandra with me today, and we are going to talk about her role as a massage therapist. Many who didn't know, Coach Versandra has been a massage therapist. She's going to talk about the benefits of massage. Coach Versandra, how are you?
You always have these great questions. I'm like, what is she going to say today?
Well, I've had the pleasure of having a massage from Coach Versandra, and others who know that she does this have had the pleasure, but there are many of you who don't know, and she's going to give us a little insight about massage therapy and her role that she plays in it. Mm-hmm. So tell us, when, how long? Give us some of that.
Yeah, I'll give you a little bit of the backstory.
Yeah.
It was in 1999 when everybody else was talking about partying until it's 1999.
Yeah, I was going to say that. That's exactly what came to my mind.
Yes,
Tribute to Prince out there.
Exactly. I'm telling you, the purple one.
Yes.
But during that time, I was in my 30s and I was seeking my life's purpose. Okay. And I was tired of the career that I had been in for years, over 20 years, in retail sales, management, that type of thing. And I was a district sales manager running 22 stores in 3 states.
Wow.
And I was losing my mind.
Oh.
And I was seeking my own wellness path because running myself crazy in that particular role was affecting my body, my physical health. And I ended up in the hospital. I had a surgery. It was related to fibroids. But when we look at the issues of the body, we must understand that they all are impacted or affected by stress. Stress can take the simplest thing and turn it into a molehill. Mountain into a molehill? Yeah, that's what stress will do for any situation. And so as I was seeking stress relief, I found massage therapy as one of those things that the books said was a good thing. But I'd never ever had a massage before. I ended up looking at the career path of a massage therapist because also at that same time, my dad was diagnosed with cancer. He had prostate cancer. And I was looking at, whatever I do, I want to be able to help myself. I want to be able to help my family members. And I was also having these dreams about helping my grandmother who was deceased at that time. But I would massage her feet, her legs, her back. Didn't know what I was doing, but just because grandma said this would help me, I would do it. So fast forward, the books led me into a massage therapy school where I did a orientation and a open house type of scenario, and they introduced us future massage therapists to this whole program. And I saw that it would be something that I could do the rest of my life. It would be beneficial to many, and I had no clue that the Creator was going to tell me that my mission was to touch the world. But I found that this was a vehicle to help me touch the world.
So we all know that our health is part of our wealth, and I know that is one of the things that you key in on when you're talking about health. And you're talking about all the things, the benefits of massage health and all those things, all the therapies that go with health. Let me ask you this. In the time that you've been doing the massage therapy, what have been the benefits for you?
Oh, wow. Oh, I'm so glad you asked that. Because I recognized long time ago that my primary love language was physical contact. Many people have read the book, The 5 Love Languages, and Dr. Gary Chapman, he talks about in relationships, once you know that your partner or your spouse's love language is physical contact, then you're only limited to your imagination in ways that you can bring that relationship closer and closer together. So I learned that before reading the book. I knew that I liked touch.
Yeah.
And so massage therapy is one of those reciprocal type of deals. When you touch, you are also being touched at the same time.
Right.
So I have no lack of touch in this particular career path because I am winning every time I reach my hands out to extend to help someone else. I am also receiving benefits.
All right. Well, talk to us some about what is massage therapy. I mean, there are many people who possibly have encountered massage, but tell us from your standpoint and from your experience and your wisdom.
Okay.
What is massage therapy to you?
Yes. So when I went to school, my title is myomassologist. And that word is broken down. Everybody knows that ology is the study of. So myomassology is the study of muscles, myo, and massage. How do you use the two and gain benefit in the human body? And soft tissue manipulation is one way they describe therapeutic massage. Another one is passive exercise because the therapist is moving the muscles to different areas, different ways, and it's the therapist is doing the work. The person lying on the table is totally in a relaxed state. So that, in essence, is the practice of massage therapy, but we have to understand that the practice doesn't come without a lot of learning about all of the systems of the body, because we see this beautiful face in the mirror when we get up every day and we think what we see on the outside is all that there is. But there are many systems that make up the body. And so I had to study anatomy, physiology, pathology. So, breaking those down, anatomy is all about the structure of the body. We're talking about the skeletal system and the muscular system. So that's anatomy. But the physiology is how the systems of the body function and work together for optimal performance. And then pathology is studying diseases, how the diseases impact the body. And you have to know all these things because some diseases are contraindicated to massage therapy. And so we have to learn all of those things. And it took, the basic study of massage therapy is about 500 hours of all of those topics. But for me personally, I studied 750 hours and then went back and became an instructor's assistant and worked with the instructor to learn how to teach. And then I went into teaching massage therapy full time. And then from there, creating my own programs in the healing arts.
Beautiful, beautiful. It's good to hear that what goes into the education.
Yes, it's a lot. And I believed at the time that it wasn't possible because in high school, it was like biology. Wait a minute, that's the study of what? I did not want to cut and dissect a frog or a pig or anything else, and I knew that was associated with biology, so I ran from it. I ran with all my might.
And
ran right into the study of all of the sciences, the various sciences, because these are life sciences, and when you start one, you can't help but want to start and study others. Because nature is one. We're all one. And when we believe that we're separated from all that is out there in nature, that's when we really have problems.
Well, thank you. Thank you for letting us know, how and the background of how you got here and where you are now today. The beautiful thing that you mentioned also, that we're all one, and we all want the best for ourselves and our health. And so let's move on into our talking about massage therapy and talk about who is massage therapy for? Who is massage therapy for?
When you ask that, if you got a body, massage therapy is for you. I mean, that's the simple answer.
Right.
But we do know that specific people can benefit most from massage therapy. And I happen to have visited, I think it was the Florida Institute of Florida. University of Florida. I think it is. Mm-hmm. Anyway, this is where they have done the largest study of the benefits of massage. Mm-hmm. And they have found that massage therapy helps infants, little babies benefit from massage, mainly because I talk about a lot touch deprivation and how infants can suffer greatly from not having adequate, healthy, nurturing touch.
Yes.
It can affect all the way down to their ability to interact with others and those type of things. So social skills, those things are impacted by our interaction with touching others. So infants need it, they have to have it, and parents need to know how to touch their babies. Then, when you start looking at some of the people who really have the major stresses in life, so if you're suffering from depression, anxiety, I mean, it really is most of us, then you could benefit from massage. Because if you have high blood pressure or heart disease or diabetes, massage therapy is beneficial. If you're having trouble with sleeping at night, insomnia and things like that, massage therapy is beneficial. If you have joint pain, if your neck and shoulders and back are constantly giving you the flux, massage therapy can benefit you.
Right.
And I really love working with couples. And the reason why I love working with couples is because when I teach a couple the art of touch, they have something to help each other, to help their children, to help their family members. And so now you basically have a team that is coming together and learn some skills to help each other.
And building relationships.
Yes.
Better relationships with yourself, with others.
Yes.
You know, that's a benefit. Mm-hmm. And who wouldn't like a little touch in their relationship?
Yes, yes. And when you said that, you said in relationship, the first relationship is the one with yourself.
Absolutely.
Which means that self-massage is equally beneficial to having a massage therapist to give you a massage. Now, I understand it's not the same. Because if your mind is focused on the activity of touching and rubbing, that means you're not receiving it all. But the stimulation and the manipulation is still impacting your physical structure. So you're going to get some benefits. You're not going to get them all because it's best to be lying down and completely relaxed so you can just zone out and go into another place and really enjoy the benefits.
But it's always good to have tools in your pocket to work on yourself. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's always good to be able to assist yourself in your health and your path to wellness. Let's also talk about, you talked about couples and all the things that, you know, the benefits of babies and things like that. What about how should a person show up to massage?
Yes.
Like, I mean, I ask that because a lot of times people say, well, what should I wear? How should I, you know, what should I, you know, how should I look or what have you? I don't know, you know, sometimes people have these ideas about, you know, or these inhibitions, I should say, about their bodies or things like that, somebody touching them. How should one show up and what things should they expect or possibly expect when they come for a massage?
Yes,
How should they prepare?
Yes, that's good. Now, one thing, when you said inhibitions, I want to just make it clear to our viewers, anybody who's watching this on television or after, your massage therapist does not see what you see when you're lying on the table.
Oh, interesting.
Your massage therapist sees a skeletal system, a muscular system, they see a respiratory system, they see a digestive system, they see all of the scientific portions of what makes up a body.
Okay.
And they are simply almost with x-ray vision because they are using the eyesight, but they're also using an energetic way of seeing and diagnosing, if you will. I guess we shouldn't use diagnose because that's for doctors, but evaluating. They're using all of their senses to evaluate your body. From the time you walk in, they are looking at how you stand. If your shoulder is up or down, if you got a head hanging over, if you're hunched over, all these things are things that your massage therapist is looking at to assess and to determine what is the best way of treating you. So that's the first thing I wanted to say. But how to show up is show up as you are. You definitely want to be clean because hygiene is important
to our health personally.
Yes, to your health and to your therapist's health. So we don't want any cooties, none of that kind of stuff being transferred during the process. So come after taking a shower.
Let's bathe, everybody. Let's bathe on a regular, whether you're getting massage or not. Let's bathe.
Yes. That's a part of, what they call it GP, but general purposes. You got to do that. But also, you want to come without baggage because you're going to have to take things off. When you get on the table, you want to get rid of all your jewelry and excessive things and stuff because you really just want to remove any obstacles to your therapy for that day. You definitely don't want to come with a lot of perfume and things like that on because that could affect the person that's giving you the treatment. They might have allergies and things like that, so you have to be considerate, and vice versa. Even the practitioner has to have the same considerations.
That's a good point.
Yes, because you come in and you come in for a relaxing experience and you got this loud perfume or cologne on and you start sneezing and coughing and carrying on. That would not make for a good situation. And listen, and after massaging thousands of people in my career, I have seen how it could go bad very quickly.
Okay.
But another thing that you want to do when you come is know that you are in control at all times of what you must or must not remove. One thing that most good therapists will let you know that you can remove your clothes to your comfort zone because everyone's comfort zone is different.
Right.
And you can have a therapist that can do your whole session without taking off your clothes at all, and we'll do a demonstration today and that'll show you what that could look like.
Good.
But you do not have to take your clothes off at all. When you get comfortable and you feel good with your practitioner, then you can start saying, okay, I'm good with that. I can remove my clothes.
Let's pause on that point for a minute. And the reason why I'm asking, you were saying about being comfortable.
Yes.
Their comfort level. In the event that someone's on the table, the massage has already started, and there's a level of discomfort, how do you approach that?
Oh my God, for both the practitioner and for the person receiving the therapy, you can end the session at any point in time. So you can just say out loud, I don't feel comfortable, I would like to end the session. That's simple. And so can the practitioner, because believe me, sometimes the person on the table cannot be acting inappropriately. We are human beings, and we do understand that some human beings are working with different portions of their brain. I'll just put it like that. Some of us are more inclined to be using our animalistic instinct, if you will, and some are using their higher form of instinct. I'm trying to say this in a nice way.
And you're doing quite well. I mean, these are facts of life, the things that happen. We touch on these because these are important factors. These are important things to know, to inform people how to show up, how to behave sometimes. I mean, unfortunately, these are things that we have to talk about.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it's not unfortunate. Like you said, it's human nature in some instances.
Human. Inhuman.
And we're all human, and we want to address those things.
Yeah.
So I do thank you for that.
Yeah, and I gotta
touching
say,
on those tough
yes,
topics.
they're tough. And, because I've taught.
Sensitive, I should say.
Yes. And because I've taught massage therapy to hundreds of students, I make these things a huge point because we have sometimes younger massage therapy students that have not had many interactions with, say, men. If it's a female and they're not used to working with different men, they only know their father and their brothers and their cousins. And you're in a room with a strange man that you've never been in close proximity to, and you might feel some kind of way. And so there are protocols that are in place for the practitioners and for the person receiving the therapy, because we do not in any kind of way want a person to feel uncomfortable with this therapy that, talking about my history, let's talk about the history of massage therapy. Over 5,000 years, there is recorded evidence of this being used as a therapeutic tool. And so even I like to go back and say, you remember in the beginning when God said, let there be light? I said, guess what happened after that? And I think about, blowing the breath of life and turning this human form into a living soul. But then in my mind, then God touched that human body and helped to shape and form. And the healing power of touch is what caused it to have its ability to move and be animated and all those type of things. That's in my mind. You can think about the creation and the beginning story how you want to, but long before this current healthcare system that has been created that does not work so well for everybody existed, there was the laying on of hands. And that was how people got better. In fact, it's so deep into our DNA that if you push your arm against something or whatever, when you're walking through the house, the first thing you do is grab the area that you hurt.
That's right. Try to comfort yourself in some form.
You immediately. And that's because also your body knows that that's going to make it feel better.
That's right. Self-healing.
Self-healing. And it's natural. It's instinctual. A child cannot know how to ask their mommy for help, but if they get hurt, they run to mommy and stuff, and this is the natural thing. Kiss it and make it feel better. It's like that touch automatically makes it feel better. So yes, this is a wonderful thing, and the benefits are great. Everybody needs it.
Everybody needs it. Everybody needs touch. So with that point, how does one find the right massage therapist for them?
Yes. Almost like you would do for anything you need in your life as far as a service is concerned. You generally do that through, I would say, referrals, recommendations, word of mouth. Those are the best ways, is to find someone who's received a good therapeutic session and then follow suit. Get that same therapist to work on you. But then there's organizations, national organizations and local organizations that massage therapists are a part of. They're associations. Some of them, this is where they're insured through these various organizations. So you want to find a referral that might be a part of a global or national organization, because that lets you know that person has not only received the training that's necessary, but they are insured and they are able to really take care of you. So I am a part of the this Healing Arts Association, Open Path. Open Path has not only massage therapy and yoga and all those type of things, but they also have licensed family counselors, therapeutic practitioners. And so if you go to openpathhealingarts.com, you will be able to find Optimal Living Education and Retreats, where I am the primary practitioner there. But then there's, if you go to massagetherapy.com, you will be able to find practitioners that way as well. And then in this area, I believe that the massage therapy schools are closed at this point in time, but I do know most cities have massage therapy schools where you can also go and find practitioners who have graduated from that particular school and that are highly recommended by the school. And you can also just check in, just do a Google search, because Georgia is a licensed state for massage therapists.
That's good to know.
Yes, you would, if you do a Google search and look for licensed massage therapists, you will find a listing there as well. So there's many databases of these practitioners. And we do have some very strict things that we have to follow in order to do the work that we're doing because of how sensitive it is. And there have, in the past, been situations where things were inappropriately handled, but it's so small. If you were to compare crimes of massage to crimes of people stealing or killing and stuff like that, it's so small. So you don't find a lot of violations because the people that tend to get into this field have a passion for helping others. They are totally committed to making the world a better place. And they're generally higher conscious people who all they want is to share love. That's all they want.
Well, I do know, what I do know is that you're passionate for it, personally, and I know of a few others, and I would encourage and urge you all, if you have a need, to please seek out that help, that body manipulation, the skin, the soft tissue, all those things are nice and relaxing. I've had wonderful experience with this practitioner and others.
Yes.
And so I urge you, if you haven't yet, please try it. Go out, seek out the one for you, and have yourself that beautiful experience of touch. Allow yourself to indulge. Allow yourself to be healed by the senses of touch and to be relaxed. And allow yourself to relieve some stress. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful work. Thank you for sharing, Coach Versandra.
Yes.
Anything else you'd like to add?
The only thing I would like to close with is the thoughts that you might have in your mind about your self-image. You have to put those to the side, because sometimes those thoughts, first of all, they're not true. They're not real. You were made in the image and the likeness of the Creator of all things. So God don't make no junk. So however you are, come as you are, and know that you have this second sense within you that will guide you to the right person. And if at any time you feel that the person that you have encountered, you feel anything in your gut that doesn't feel right, you have the power to change your mind and do something different. It's all about you and your well-being.
So with that, Coach Versandra, thank you. Thank you for presenting the who, what, wheres, and whys of massage therapy. And we'll be right back. Coach Versandra will be demonstrating the healing techniques of massage therapy.
All aboard Flight 31901, Destination Wellness. I'm Versandra Kennebrew, and I will be your guide as you explore your very own personal experience as you become the best version of yourself. Your passport to wellness includes a reflexology session, a full body stretching session, a guided meditation, a relaxing back massage, a fulfilling yoga session, a financial wellness consultation, an aromatherapy session, And finally, a live event presented by Optimal Living Education and Retreats. If you do not have your passport for wellness yet, we invite you to pick yours up today at optimallivingretreats.com. One wonderful thing about massage therapy is that it relieves the body's stress. That's what it's really all about. We are really supporting the body's proper functioning, and balance is the goal. Some people call it, in the scientific world, homeostasis. That's what we are seeking in the body when we are engaging in a therapeutic massage. So today I am going to just walk you through the process of a table massage with a person fully clothed. As you can see, my wonderful guest here does not have his clothes removed. Contrary to popular belief, all massages do not have to happen with you disrobed. So right now, he's fully clothed and he's just kind of relaxing here. And I'm just beginning with a gentle movement and shaking of the body. You just kind of have to get it out of its current state. So just a little rocking motion kind of helps with that. And it helps me to discover where the tightness and the tension might be in the body, because if it doesn't move, then there's a problem. So I'm just kind of doing somewhat of an assessment right now to find where the tight, tense areas lie and what I might need to work on. And I can tell already we've got low back issues, lots of tightness in the low back. And I can tell that we have shoulder. Oh my God, the rhomboids just between the shoulders is an area most people feel tightness. And definitely he has lots of tightness, especially on the left side here. I probably should ask you, is that what you're feeling, Brad? He's like, I'm just chilling. He's just chilling. So this is kind of how we start any session, just kind of getting used to the body and allowing the body to get used to the person that's touching them, because this is not something easy for most people. If they're not used to getting a massage, then this might feel a little bit different. And so I'm just doing a little compressing in the area to release that muscle. And it helps when the person that's on the table engages in slow, deep breathing, because the breath moves oxygen and nutrients and helps to nourish every area of the body. So the breath is very important. When we get tensed or stressed, we tend to hold our breath. And so we encourage the breathing. Okay, so now that we've gotten the top part of the body warmed up a bit, another thing that we do in massage therapy that some people are not aware of is stretching. And the muscles get tight and they do need to be stretched out from time to time. Now, we all know that we have the ability to do our own stretching. Yes, that can be done. But on the massage table, we call it passive exercise, which simply means that someone else is doing the work. You're not doing it. So what I'm going to demonstrate now is what it would look like for me to do passive stretching on his shoulders and around the rhomboid area, which is where I found a lot of tightness and tension. So I would begin by just kind of isolating the muscle that is the tightest that I discovered when I was doing this movement, and then engaging that muscle into action. So I'll bring the shoulder back and just relax that arm. There you go. I'll bring that shoulder back and into where the tightness is, and release and press in again. And this is not to teach you how to do what I do, because I've done this for 20 plus years and thousands of clients, but I do want you to see what happens inside of a massage therapy room, because so many people are just not aware. And when you're not aware of something, you become fearful of that. And as you can see, he's not screaming and hollering and jumping off the table, so he's not being injured. This is really just elongating muscles, stretching them out a bit. And when it's all said and done, he'll feel some relief. So I'm just kind of stretching out, and you're wondering, what does the hand have to do with the shoulder? Everything is connected. And so we have the central nervous system, which is basically from here all the way down, and it is sending out nerve endings out to every part of the body. So when I am literally holding his arm, he's feeling something right now. And the muscles and tendons and everything all along up to the top of his neck is being impacted by just me holding. And we would call this a myofascial release. So this is kind of what I'm doing here. Just kind of relieving the tension along the arm. Shake it out a little bit. That helps it to relax and let go. I heard this gentleman works on graphic design and stuff like that, which means he's on computers all the time. And so we know that what that means is that his shoulders are tightened up and that type of thing. And so we're doing just a little movement that's going to help even with the hands, because a lot of people that work on computers a lot experience what we call carpal tunnel disorder or carpal tunnel syndrome. Some people call that, and even tendinitis. So what I'm doing, although it seems like I'm just kind of hanging out and chilling, I'm helping to relieve those areas that might be affected by carpal tunnel syndrome or tendinitis in the arm and shoulders. So he's getting relief. I'm feeling good. Everybody's happy. All right, smooth that out. We got one shoulder that's been relieved a bit. I bet if you were to ask the other shoulder how it's feeling, it would be jealous right now. The other arm and shoulder and the other part of the back would be like, wait a minute, what about me? Why'd you leave me over here alone, not getting the good stuff? All right, that side done. So, just to recap, when we're talking about massage therapy, we are simply talking about relieving and manipulating soft tissue, which includes muscle and it includes some other things. Soft tissue also includes the skin, just in case. It's the largest organ of the body, but it's definitely a large, a massive amount of tissue that covers the entire outer layer of the body, protects it. And so when we are stimulating and manipulating this soft tissue, we are allowing for energy to flow and move and for nutrients and nourishment to get to every part of the body, all the way down to the cellular level. And sometimes this energy just gets stuck, and it's due to stressful situations. It's due to our posture. It's due to how we're sleeping or the lack thereof. It's due to how we're sitting in our chairs. So many things just makes the energy just get stuck, and it doesn't want to move. And we feel what we call ischemic pain as a result of that muscle being tensed and holding all of the tension and tightness, and it needs to be released. And so this soft tissue manipulation allows for that to occur, which also relaxes the body, causes the stress and tension to dissipate, and causing you to feel better, mind, body, and spirit. I am Versandra Kennebrew, and it has been my pleasure to share with you just a little bit about the benefits of massage therapy, how it can support you on your journey to health and to healing.